look, when I was in junior high school, telling my parents I was gonna, be in movies and stuff, and they always were supportive of me doing entertainment. They went to all my little plays and
That's awesome.
and all that shit, So when I was in high school and like shortly after high school, where I would be up late doing like little dumbass videos with Super Ego and PD Flow, and like we'd be doing our like trying to film our own movie, and like it was like really late nights, right? And my mom would be like, "Oh, why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Trust me, like it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. Like I'm gonna amazing. Like I would tell them, I'm gonna pay off your house. Watch, right?" And then so when I finally got to a point where I could do it, it just felt like such a like a validation for me, you know what I'm saying? And like, and let me tell y'all some shit. If that made you cry, let me tell you some shit's gonna make you cry. Right?
I'm about to cry again.
So when I gave my parents the check for their mortgage or whatever, my dad was like, I knew it. And
right. You've been talking shit the whole time.
Yeah, I know, talking bad shit, but he was
You're
like,
not going nowhere,
I
man.
knew you could do it. And then, but my mom, after the camera was off, and we're just talking, she was like, finally, I can take a break.
Oh my God.
I know. And I was like, that's when I was like, oh, Mom.
And you never knew that.
I mean, I knew she was tired, because,
from the restaurant?
Just from like
life
and like the restaurant and working, because she was always working like late nights at like restaurants and stuff before we had our own restaurant.
Yeah.
And she was always complaining about how tired she was and how much work, and then so she was like, I can finally like rest. I can finally take a break. I was like, oh, Mom.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking what's
That's
up.
when I got like teary, because like, shooting the whole video, I was like, oh, okay, my mom cried in the video, but I wasn't really like tearing yet until she said that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
fucking beautiful. Yeah, I'd be proud of that shit too.
Now that she's all like talkative, we're like, fuck, why'd I pay off the mortgage? You got all this energy and shit.
Who, my mom?
Yeah.
Oh, she still finds shit to complain about
You're
though.
like, God, why'd
You
I pay that off
motherfucker.
for,
You didn't even let the tear come out of my eyes before you like suck that shit back in.
Now my mom's like, she's like, I'm so tired. I'm like, from what? She's like, been working in the garden all day. I'm like,
How cute.
Like, you don't have to do that. Take a nap, Mom.
How cute. She's just used to it. I think her parents just get into that mode.
Yeah.
And like you take that away from them and they're like, now what do I do? That's my mom right now.
Damn, that's dope. That's something, man. I wish I'll get to a point where I can like do some like mic drop, like son shit like that,
Fuck yeah. That's what we want to do. One of our goals is we want to bring our whole family out here and just be like, for you.
Yeah.
That's actually like the real reason why we moved out here. Obviously there's like the stuff that people always see on like 10 best reasons to move out of California. Like there's like the list type stuff. But the real reason is we want to be able to change the lives of our family. And like, let's say we want to make a choice where we're going to all live in a cul-de-sac or we're all going to do whatever.
Right.
The housing prices here are actually doable.
Right.
And like the way California is, I think for us, like if we want to make a decision for the family, it stops at our family.
Right.
Because the dollar doesn't stretch that far. But like over here, if we could bring everyone over here, it's like, oh yeah, we'll buy like 3 houses because that's the price of one California house. And we can actually make big decisions and kind of like bring the whole family together. And that's like the real reason why we moved here.
Man, I've been debating like talking to my parents about just getting them a new house closer to me and Chia's house or whatever.
That'd be dope.
It would be dope, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think they would want to move because my mom put in so much work into her backyard and her flowers and shit. Even like the other day, I was like, because my parents drive a 4Runner from like 2000 probably, but it still runs pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should get you guys like a new 4Runner. You want a new 4Runner?
They don't want any of that.
And my dad's like, my mom was like, yeah, but my dad was like, no, I don't need it. I like my car. He's like, don't get it. I'm like, all right, man. But I think they're just so set.
Yeah, for sure.
In their ways.
100%. That's how it is. Like for us, we see like upgrades as like a better, like your life's going to be better. It's going to be smoother, easier. And for them, they're like, no, I already have my routine. I wake up, I fart in that corner. I take my pills over there. Like I have everything set. Like don't ruin my shit.